Once upon a time, the mighty lead bison ruled the prairie like a living storm, a colossal force that commanded awe and fear in equal measure. His massive shoulders bore the weight of authority, and his sharp, gleaming horns were the undisputed crown of the plains. Every movement he made was a reminder of his overwhelming power. His rule was simple: charge harder, challenge faster, and never show weakness. The herd obeyed, not out of respect, but out of fear of the unstoppable power he carried. But a crown built only on fear and brute strength is fragile. One day, a young bison, driven by reckless ambition and impatience, challenged the mighty lead bison. The clash exploded like a storm of muscle and dust, shaking the prairie beneath them. Hooves thundered, horns collided, and the air quivered with raw power and fury. In a swift, sickening crack that echoed across the plains, the young bison struck the lead bison's blind spot. The split second, he relied on his horns rather than his speed. The mighty king staggered, his defenses broken, and he toppled to the ground. Dust rose like smoke around them as the herd watched in stunned silence, witnessing their once untouchable leader brought low. But the greatest wound was the mark left behind. The lead bison's right horn was shattered, broken halfway down, leaving a permanent, jagged stump, a visible symbol of his defeat. The prairie fell silent, then erupted in whispers. A permanent, visible mark of weakness transformed him overnight into the laughingstock of the forest. The herd, confused and unsettled, began to doubt him. Challenges arose, respect waned, and the broken-horned leader was forced into exile. Alone, under the vast sky, the bison wandered the familiar prairie he once ruled. But now everything seemed sharper, lonelier, and harsher. At first, bitterness gnawed at him. He felt the sting of ridicule, the ache of lost power. But as nights passed, he was forced to realize something profound. The strength he valued wasn't the only strength he possessed. The true power had always been waiting in his mind, his endurance, and his deep knowledge of the land. The broken-horned bison began to remember the hidden trails and forgotten waterholes. He recalled the secret winter grazing lands, paths the herd had never trusted, paths only he knew. Each discovery rebuilt his confidence piece by piece, like the steady beat of a drum echoing across the plains. He trained his body, strengthened his endurance, and studied the land as if preparing for a challenge he hadn't yet seen. Then, the day came. The new leader, proud and aggressive, rushed the herd into a narrow valley with deep snow, ignoring the old paths and warnings. The trap snapped. Food was scarce, the cold merciless, and panic tore through the herd. They looked around, and despair shadowed their eyes. They remembered their old leader, the one they had mocked and exiled, and realized their fatal mistake. The broken-horned bison returned. He did not roar, he did not fight. He walked calmly, each step measured, each breath steady, carrying the weight of both his broken horn and the wisdom he had reclaimed. He used his heavy body to break the fresh snow, paving the ancient path, his perseverance giving the herd the momentum to escape the cold. He guided them to his discovered secret safe grazing lands. Every member followed, not because of fear, not because of brute strength, but because of trust, knowledge, and the quiet, steady courage that no rivalry could break. By the time the herd reached safety, the forest had changed. Respect returned, not for the horns that once defined him, but for the mind and heart that had saved them all. One by one, the herd lowered their heads in respect, acknowledging the quiet strength and wisdom of their broken-horned bison. He stood among them, no longer the laughingstock, but a living testament to resilience. Strength may falter, appearances may deceive, and the loudest boast may crumble. But the wisdom earned through endurance, observation, and humility becomes unshakable. Through the snow, through the whispers, through the exile and laughter, he had discovered the truth. Real power lies not in what you show, but in what you carry within. The quiet, steady courage that rises when the world doubts you most. The story of the broken-horned bison whispers a truth every mountain knows. True power is not measured by the crown you wear, but by the wisdom and courage you carry when the crown is broken. Life teaches us that status, strength, and appearances fade, but endurance, memory, and quiet wisdom endure. You may stumble, you may be laughed at, and you may feel powerless, but your resilience, knowledge, and determination will guide you through every challenge. Don't fear the break. It's the moment your inner strength rises, lighting the path for yourself and those who follow. Be inspired. Be unstoppable. Like, share, and subscribe.